Man, what it is, this is Dean, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. Y'all already know the Cash App, $Dean by any means. There go to PayPal, at Dean by any means. Y'all see that heart with the $? That's the super chat. You can press that at any time your heart desire. Please say it with me, y'all. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much appreciated, y'all. Hey, yo, y'all see what it is, right? Super Bowl champs. Super Bowl champs. Yeah. And y'all should see the back. It got Deem on the back, the number 3 for my 3 babies. Y'all already know, man. Look, what y'all thought I was done? What y'all thought I was done? Super Bowl champs right there. What y'all thought I was done? Hold on, y'all. I got to show y'all something else. Hold on. Hold on. You see this? Super Bowl champions. Kelly Green. Super Bowl champions. Dean. Y'all already know, man. Let's get into it. Make sure y'all remember. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all, this how we carrying it. You hear me? This how we carry it. You hear me? I want to talk about Shakur Stevenson. Have y'all seen what Shakur Stevenson posted on Twitter? Yeah, I woke up today, y'all. I came to some sad news. Shout out, rest in peace to my OG, man. One of my coworkers was tragically killed. I think the night before last, if I'm not mistaken. I'm getting the news late. Just a good-hearted dude, man. Just a good person, man. And I'm hearing that his one of his family members is the one that did it, man. And that just lets you know where I come from. Man, it ain't no love in this city. It's a city of brotherly love, but it ain't too much love. You hear what I'm saying, man? And it's just sad. Rest in peace to my big dog. Yeah, just rest in peace to my big homie. You hear what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson. Have y'all seen what Shakur Stevenson posted on Twitter? Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda is having a discussion. This the 3rd time they didn't have a discussion about this fight. 2 times I blame on William Zepeda, and now I'm blaming this on Turkey. I'm not even mad at Shakur Stevenson. The part I'm mad at Shakur Stevenson about, though, we're going to get into, though. I was right again, wasn't I? I was right again. Right again. I'm sorry, y'all. Didn't I tell y'all this was going to happen? All my fellow Shakur Stevenson fans, every last single one of y'all owe me an apology. All my fellow Shakur Stevenson fans that was sitting up there saying Dean trying to defend Shakur Stevenson about not going to the PBC, about him not doing what the necessary things he needed to do to make this fight happen with Gervonta Oh, we gonna get into it. Now Shakur Stevenson says that Williams, Turkey Aliki Ashiki is not willing to give him the money that they agreed upon. And we've been hearing about that, about Turkey, him not paying fighters, blah, blah, blah. I believe Shakur Stevenson. I don't even think Shakur Stevenson capping. What reason would Shakur Stevenson have to put that public and lie on Turkey about Turkey not giving him the bread that he said that they agreed upon? Turkey, if you agreed to give Shakur Stevenson a certain amount to fight William Zepeda, he is expecting that. He deserves that, especially at his last performance, him not being able to fight the guy that he wanted to on your card, and then Floyd Schofield Jr., and them say that it's Turkey Aliki and Ashiki and them fault that he got sick in the first place. I can't blame Shakur for neither one of those scenarios. If you owe that man, if you told Shakur Stevenson you was gonna give him $3 million, $4 million plus to fight William Zepeda, he should get that money straight up and down. If you agreed as a man to give that man his money, give that man his money, because that's why he chose to even do business with y'all. But here goes my biggest problem. Y'all all owe me an apology, every single Shakur Stevenson fan out there. Because I'm the real Shakur Stevenson fan. Y'all not. Y'all don't want what's best for the man. All y'all do is defend every move that he makes, and y'all don't hold his feet to the fire. And guess what? I was right again. What I told Shakur Stevenson was going to happen, happened. What I told Shakur Stevenson was going to happen, happened. So was y'all right or was I right? I just want to know. Super Bowl champs. I just want to know. Was y'all right or was Dean right? Who warned y'all about Turkey Ali Kiyashiki? Hi, how you doing? Me, hi. Hello, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I told y'all that Turkey Ali Kiyashiki was a snake. So I don't want to hear nothing from no Shakur Stevenson fans about Turkey Ali Kiyashiki when I told y'all he shouldn't have went over there and did business with Eddie or Turkey. Shakur was the one bigging that man up. Shakur was the one talking about how they get in the bag and Gervonta can go do business with Turkey and make the fight happen and all that. He's not even willing to give you the money he promised you with Williams Zepeda. Like I predicted. Like I predicted. I told y'all he don't need y'all no more. He brought the Trojan horse to the door and then let the enemies fly out and start hacking stuff. Now Shakur Stevenson's upset. Was Jerron Ennis wrong now? How people was Jerron Ennis wrong now? It seemed like Jerron Ennis the only fighter that was dealing with Turkey, Aliki, Yashiki, and all them that it actually has worked out for. Has Bud Crawford, they announced Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford? No, they have not announced that fight. No, they have not. So Shakur Stevenson wanted to do business with Turkey, Aliki, Yashiki. He didn't get Floyd Schofield, and then now they're not even willing to pay the man for Williams Zepeda. Y'all owe me an apology. I was right again. Now, Shakur Stevenson fans think that I'm going to want to hear about why Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson don't fight. Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson don't fight because Shakur Stevenson is hard-headed. He listens to y'all. And y'all don't have his best interest. Because guess what? If Shakur Stevenson would have did what I told him to do, he wouldn't have had to fight Patty. He wouldn't have had to fight Floyd Schofield. And he would have got to fight with Gervonta Davis, absolutely. And he definitely wouldn't be going through what he's going through to get the Williams Zepeda fight. Now, can I ask y'all a question, y'all? If Shakur Stevenson was with PBC, don't you think Oscar would be much more willing to do business with PBC than he was willing to do business with Turkey, Aliki, Ashiki? Oscar didn't even want Floyd Schofield to fight Shakur Stevenson. Why did Shakur think that this fight was going to go through when your last fight with a Golden Boy fighter didn't go through? Shout out to my guy KO. You was better off just signing with De La Hoya for all of that. You wanted to fight both of his fighters back to back. It looked like Knockout Boxing 86 was completely right about that. The part I'm saying is, forget going to Golden Boy. You could have went and fought Gervonta Davis already. And then went to Golden Boy, Matchroom, did whatever it is you was going to do. But now the same guy that Shakur Stevenson was using as leverage against Gervonta Davis and that y'all was allowing him to do it, sucking off Turkey. Now Turkey done turned his back, pulled the rug from under his feet. There you go. Who predicted that? Ding. Thank you. Right again. I let people talk that like to talk because you get to see how full of ish they are. It's a beautiful day. Rest in peace to my old head, though. I told y'all this was going to happen. Dean, why Tank Duck and why he can't just do business with Turkey? Why Shakur got to go PBC, Dean? How y'all know that they going to even offer Tank, Dean? Shakur just as big as Tank. They both big in fight. Now Shakur Stevenson can't even get the fights he want because he went over there and now he complaining about it when we tried to tell him not to go over there. Now he complaining, I don't want to hear it. Is Turkey Aliki Ashiki wrong? Absolutely. But Shakur Stevenson's wronger because that's the same man he tried to use as leverage. To not fight Gervonta Davis. To not have to be the B-side. To not have to put his pride to his side. Shakur Stevenson said on Twitter that he ain't bowing down to no man. Well, guess what, Shakur Stevenson? You're going to have to bow down to somebody because you don't have the leverage. You're now you begging Oscar. Oscar, let's negotiate now. That's what Shakur Stevenson said. You're bowing down to Oscar the minute you say that. Who has the leverage, Oscar or you? Because Williams Zepeda is number 1 in the WBA. He could definitely fight Gervonta Davis. Y'all do not be surprised if Gervonta Davis gets the Williams Zepeda fight before Shakur Stevenson. And y'all, I'm not even talking about the next fight. Do not be surprised if Gervonta Davis fights Lamont Roach and then fights Williams Zepeda after. Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson's left on the sideline with nobody to fight because he won't fight Keyshawn Davis either. He's going to have to double back, beg Oscar to give him Floyd Schofield, to give him Williams Zepeda, and they already went through this. Oscar told him, I'm not letting him fight with you unless you sign to me. And that's going to be more now than ever. You know why, y'all? Do you want to know why? Because Turki Aliki Ashiki is not doing the rehab season stuff. He's trying to do the stuff with Dana White. Right again. I was right again. Y'all get tired of me saying that. I don't care. Maybe if you stop being so hard-headed and actually try to listen to somebody, that y'all would be better off. Shakur Stevenson would have been on pay-per-view already. Shakur Stevenson would have had a Gervonta Davis fight already. Shakur Stevenson probably would have already had the Williams Zepeda fight, or definitely would have had much more options available to him because of who he was signed to. Do y'all think Shakur Stevenson should double back and try to go with PBC now? Don't y'all think Shakur Stevenson should pick up that phone and see what's up with Gervonta Davis for a fight early next year? Or at the end of this year in the wintertime? If you were Shakur Stevenson, what would you do? You haven't gotten Williams Zepeda. You ain't getting you ain't get Floyd Schofield. You're not going to fight Keyshawn Davis. You would definitely have to put your pride aside to go get Lomachenko and go back to Bob Arum. What is Shakur Stevenson going to do? Because he said he's not bowing down to nobody. The problem is you are signed with Eddie Hearn. He has nobody to fight you. Look forward to Shakur Stevenson versus Andy Cruz. I'm telling y'all that's next. Look forward to Shakur Stevenson versus Andy Cruz. Because that's all that Eddie has to offer him. Right again. I was right again. Hey, Shakur Stevenson fans, you was never a Shakur Stevenson fan. I was the Shakur Stevenson fan because I actually had his best interest and I tried to prevent him from this happening to him. Don't say his revision is history, y'all. I called this 7-8 months ago. Don't say revision is history. I've been saying this. I don't know Shakur Stevenson. Did I tell Shakur Stevenson to post that stuff on Twitter or what he said about Turki Aliki Ashiki? No. Do I know Shakur Stevenson? Did I tell him to post that about Oscar De La Hoya and let's negotiate now, Oscar? No. Y'all already know what this is, though, right? The champs. The champs. You do know what this is, though, right? The champs. Yes. Yes. I'm not done. Bing. By any means. And I holler at y'all. Right again.